What's up, folks? It's your boy Bob Hollywood here with another episode of Bob's Holly World. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Star Wars Episode 1 figure of Captain Ruse Tarpals. This is my first Episode 1 figure that I've reviewed new, or reviewed, period. It comes with a Comtech chip. I don't have the means of making the Comtech chip work, but that's pretty cool either way. This is a retro review, obviously. This figure was released in 1998, 21 years ago. And since we're looking at the back of the box, you see there's other figures in the line. You see we got Odie Mandel with Pit Droid. We got Chancellor Valorum. We got Boss Nass, who I have. We have Key Andy Mundy. I don't know what the fuck the cat's doing over there. We got Captain Tarpals, who I'll review today. Mace Windu. 00, oh no, it looks like O's. So OOM9 and the Gasgano with Pit Droid. So yeah, that's cool. 8 different figures. I have, like I said, I have Boss Nass, who I'll review next. And I don't know when it'll be released in relation to this video, but I figured, hey, let me just go ahead and review my I almost called them Nemoidians. Let me go ahead and review my Gungans. At the top of the packaging, we have a bio, both for Captain Tarpals and for the Star Wars. So I'll read the Star Wars bio first. It says, a generation before Star Wars A New Hope, in a galaxy far, far away, an evil force is gaining strength and threatens an entire civilization. 2 courageous Jedi, a young queen, a Gungan outcast, and a slave boy named Anakin band together to save a planet under attack as the fate of the galaxy hangs in the balance. And that's perfectly sums up Episode 1, honestly. You got Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan, and then Queen Amidala. Jar Jar Binks is the Gungan outcast, and then Anakin Skywalker. So that's cool. And then at the top for the Captain Tarpals, it says, a military leader with little patience for the exploits of Jar Jar Binks, Captain Tarpals helped lead the Gungan Army against invading Trade Federation forces, and even the Comtech. It'll tell you what he says. He says, hey, Yusa, stop her there. Noah again, Jar Jar. Yusa going Tada bosses. Yusa and Big Doodoo this time. Your Honor, the Queen Amidala of the Naboo. So, and again, Gungans live on the planet Naboo. They just live in the water. This is cool. Like last night, I was just going through. I was like, well, I got a Jar Jar figure, and I have a Gungan warrior figure. And I was like, well, I guess I should go ahead and get the rest of the Gungans. And I was like, I know I have Boss Nass. And then when I was going to review Boss Nass, I was like, oh shit, I do already have Captain Tarpals. So I was like, let me review Captain Tarpals first. So again, this is made by Hasbro. And it wasn't owned by Disney at the time. It was owned by Lucasfilms, but now Lucasfilm's owned by Disney. But this is cool, man. Let's go ahead and get him out of his plastic. Again, 21 years old. I bought this for $5 from Collector's Corner maybe a month ago. And there's the comm chip. Let me lower my camera for you. There's the comm chip, or Comtech chip. You see Tarpals in there, and then I guess you put it on here and he talks. We have some data. Captain Tarpals, status, commander of the Gungan Army. He comes with one accessory. This appears to be a staff. Staff spear sort of hybrid. Let me get this out of here so it doesn't mess with the camera. And then there he is. I forget his you know, like his taxonomy. Like there's 2 types of Gungans, him and Jar Jar, and most of the other ones are this, and then Boss Nass is a different type of Gungan, but he's still Gungan, you know. But 2 accessories. His shoulder pads come off. He's really cool, man. He's just going to be 5 points of articulation. But I like this brownish, purplish that he's wearing. And then the green and purplish down there. He's pretty cool, man. flesh, it looks like there's just scribblings on his arms. But I imagine that's supposed to be just like texturing on him. It's kind of smooth. It's pretty smooth. He's got 3 toes. All Gungans have 3 toes. 4 fingers total. Big long rabbit ears. Elongated face. Excuse me, what's that? Excuse me. And his eyes on a stalk. I mean, that's one of the differences between him and a Gungan like Boss Nass. He doesn't. His has eyes on a stalk. His mask is all one piece, so that's not going to come off. Yeah, let's see how he holds his weapon. I don't know how he's supposed to. I mean, he could hold it like that. Doesn't look very intimidating, no matter how he's going to hold it. Maybe he's going to hold it like that. Oops. Maybe he's going to hold it like that. Like, yeah, come at me, bro. Come at me, bro. Confidence on 1 million. Come at me, bro. And he dropped it, and he got beat up. But yeah, I do like there's texture there on his crotch, on his legs, where you see these different colors blending. This part of his torso is smoother, kind of, but this has a little bit of ridging. Gloves or gauntlets, really well painted. Like, I want to say he's really well painted. He has peg holes, which will fit the standard peg holes. Let me show you that now. I have one. That's not a good idea. His face looks really good. He's a purplish grayish kind of. And I know I said there's going to be 5 points of articulation, but I don't think his head really gives you much motion. I don't want to risk breaking it. You can see it's meant to move, but it's not moving much. Arm rotates 360 degrees at the shoulder. And then his legs go up and back. So he is a nasty hoe. Yeah, so when he's not defending Boss Nass, he's out being a nasty hoe. One thing I will say is, like, you can see where the mask was put on, and that's just kind of sloppily applied, but it's not a big deal. It might just be this one, you know. Now, I do not have my ruler, so I cannot get his height. I don't know what happened to my ruler, man. I think those kids got to it. It's not in my room. It's not here in the dining room where I'm doing this video, / my office. It's just not visible. But anyway, let me compare him to some figures. I'm going to compare him to Jar Jar Binks, probably the most noted Gungan. He's taller than Jar Jar. See the color difference? Jar Jar is orange and tan. And then I'm going to compare him to my Gungan warrior who was on the base before I let Tarpals try it. And Tarpals is taller than the Gungan warrior as well. Almost similar poses, but you can tell they're not the same molds. So that's pretty cool. Then I'm going to try it with I'm going to compare them to another Gungan, which is not of the same line. These are all episode 1 toys as far as I can tell. But then there's this little, I don't know what Hasbro calls these, but these are essentially like Imagine X, but, you know, Hasbro lines. So Star Wars, Marvel, stuff like that. And I just use this as a kid Gungan. Like, luckily these things have 3 fingers. Like, all of these, like Mace Windu, I have a Mace Windu right here for whatever reason, only has 4 fingers. So it's cool that it lines out with the Gungans, and with them being aliens, it's more believable that that could be their kid. But anyway, like, comment, subscribe. Let all your homies know where they can find me, B.O.B. That's right here, Bob's Hollyworld, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.